Let me start with something that might surprise you. And honestly, it surprises people in my clinic every single week. If you're over 50 and you've ever asked yourself, is it okay to eat 4 eggs a day? Or am I slowly clogging my arteries? Then you need to stay with me, because the truth is not only shocking, it's liberating. And as a doctor in my 50s who has watched nutrition science swing back and forth like a pendulum for 3 decades, I can tell you that what we believed about eggs for most of our lives was not just incomplete, it was wrong. And if you're a senior still avoiding eggs because of old cholesterol fears, you might be missing out on one of the most powerful, affordable, nutrient-dense foods for aging well. I want to talk to you the way I talk to my patients, with honesty, respect, and a little tough love, because at our age, we don't have time for confusing nutrition headlines, fear-based myths, or outdated medical advice recycled from the 1980s. We need clarity. We need truth. And we need practical actions that actually help us feel stronger, think sharper, and stay independent for as long as possible. So let's clear the fog around eggs once and for all. For decades, eggs were painted as the villains of cholesterol. Avoid eggs. Eat only the whites. Cholesterol is dangerous. You and I grew up hearing these warnings repeated like gospel. And for years, people over 50 cut out whole eggs, thinking they were protecting their hearts. But here's the shocking truth. Modern research shows that for most healthy seniors, eating whole eggs of up to 4 a day does not raise the kind of cholesterol that increases heart disease risk. That's right. The cholesterol in eggs does not automatically become the cholesterol in your arteries. That old belief has been debunked by large scientific studies across the US, Europe, and Asia. Let's break this down in simple, senior-friendly science. Your body actually makes its own cholesterol, about 75% of it. When you eat more cholesterol from food, your liver simply produces less. When you eat less cholesterol, your liver produces more. Your body balances it out like a thermostat. So when you eat eggs, most people don't see dangerous spikes in LDL, the bad cholesterol. And even more surprising, eggs tend to raise HDL, the good cholesterol, which acts like a cleaning crew, helping move cholesterol away from your arteries and back to your liver so your body can get rid of it. In other words, eggs may support heart health more than they hurt it. Now, does this apply to everyone? Not exactly. There's a small group of people called hyperresponders, whose cholesterol does rise more dramatically when they eat dietary cholesterol. That's why personalized care matters. But for the majority of seniors, especially those without genetic cholesterol conditions, eggs are not the enemy. And the fear around eggs has caused many older adults to skip out on nutrients that are crucial for brain strength, muscle maintenance, and energy, things we desperately need as we age. So why am I telling you all of this today? Because too many seniors are eating low-protein breakfasts that leave them weak, sleepy, hungry, and unable to maintain muscle. And at our age, muscle is not about looking toned, it's about avoiding falls. It's protecting our bones and preserving independence. I see it all the time. Older adults eating a slice of toast and some fruit for breakfast, then wondering why they're tired, losing muscle, or gaining belly fat. Meanwhile, something as simple as adding a couple of eggs, and yes, even for if your doctor approves, could dramatically change your energy, strength, and metabolism. Let me share a quick real story. A patient of mine, 67 years old, had been avoiding eggs for decades because her previous doctor told her they were bad for cholesterol. She was eating oatmeal or toast every morning, feeling fatigued by noon, and losing muscle faster than she realized. When we checked her protein intake, she was barely hitting half of what her body needed. I asked her to add 2 whole eggs to her breakfast, and after a few months, her muscle mass improved. Her energy went up, and her HDL cholesterol actually increased. Not because eggs are magic, but because they're one of the most complete sources of protein and micronutrients available, especially for aging adults. And that brings me to something I really want you to understand. An egg is not just protein. It's a nutrient powerhouse. It contains choline, which supports memory and prevents cognitive decline. It has lutein and zeaxanthin that protect your eyes from macular degeneration, a condition that steals vision from millions of seniors. It has vitamin D, supporting bone health, and B vitamins for metabolism and brain energy. And all of this comes in a food that costs very little, cooks fast, and fits into almost any meal. Yet many seniors still avoid the yolk the part with all the nutrients because of old fears. If that's you, consider this your invitation to rethink eggs entirely. The yolk is where the brain-boosting choline lives. It's where most of the antioxidants are. It's where the vitamin D is. When you throw out the yolk, you're throwing out the part of the egg your aging body probably needs the most. Think about that for a moment. Now let's talk about 4 eggs specifically. People ask me, "Doctor, is eating 4 eggs a day too much?" And again, the answer depends on your personal health. But here's the part most people don't know. Clinical studies have tested diets where adults eat 2, 3, even 4 eggs per day for weeks and months. For the vast majority of participants, LDL cholesterol did not increase significantly. HDL improved. Triglycerides improved. Inflammatory markers did not worsen. And, importantly, nutrient status like choline and lutein improved significantly. 4 eggs a day may not be necessary for everyone. But for seniors struggling to get enough protein, nutrients, or appetite in the morning, it can actually be a very smart choice. I'm not telling you to go eat 4 eggs every day. I'm telling you to stop fearing eggs and start understanding your body. I'm telling you to question outdated nutrition rules that were never based on strong science to begin with. I'm telling you that your health deserves better than fear-based decisions. And if you're still unsure, talk to your doctor, get your cholesterol checked, then try adding eggs to your routine for a few weeks. See how your body responds. See how your energy changes. Health is not guesswork, it's data, consistency, it's in self-awareness. But let me give you one more layer, something even more important than how many eggs you eat. What matters far more is what you eat eggs with. If you're frying eggs in butter and pairing them with bacon, sausage, white toast, and sugary coffee, then yes, your heart health might be at risk, but not because of the eggs. It's the processed meats, the refined carbs, and the added sugars. Eggs themselves are not the villain, it's the American breakfast plate that often surrounds them. So if you're eating eggs, pair them with vegetables, whole grains, or healthy fats. Add spinach. Add tomatoes. Add avocado. Or boil them and keep them simple. Your heart will thank you. You might be wondering, so should seniors eat eggs every day? My answer is this. Most seniors would benefit from eating eggs regularly. Not because eggs are perfect, but because they deliver nutrients your aging body needs in a form your body can absorb and use efficiently. They're easy to cook, easy to digest, and easy to enjoy. And they can be a powerful part of a high-protein, senior-friendly diet that protects your muscles, brain, eyes, and bones. But like anything, balance matters. If you already eat a high cholesterol or a high-fat diet, or if you have familial hypercholesterolemia, diabetes, or specific heart conditions, you need personalized advice. Never follow a trend blindly, even a healthy one. Your body deserves a tailored approach. Still, I'll tell you this, as a doctor who has watched seniors regain vitality just by fixing their breakfast, if you start your day with protein, whether it's 2 eggs, 3 eggs, or even 4, you're setting yourself up for better blood sugar, better appetite control, better cognitive performance, and more stable energy. Protein is the foundation of healthy aging, and eggs are one of the simplest, cheapest ways to get enough of it. If you're listening to this and thinking, "Doctor, maybe it's time for me to rethink my breakfast," then yes, that's your sign. Try it for a week. Swap the sugary cereal or plain toast for eggs. See how you feel. See how your body responds. See what happens to your cravings, your mood, your strength, your energy. Your future self will thank you. And if this message resonates with you, if you appreciate simple, science-based, senior-friendly advice, then keep following. Keep learning and keep taking steps toward a stronger, healthier version of yourself. Aging is not something that happens to us, it's something we participate in. And I'm here to help you participate with clarity, wisdom, and confidence. Start with your breakfast. Start with something as simple as an egg, maybe even 4.